It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Get up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. From a yard out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 30, past the 20. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Green. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Green, 88 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.